Merab Dvalishvili. This dude's a problem. When he shoots, he doesn't just shoot and kind of hope. He penetrates and he runs through you. You don't know if he's changing levels, throwing some bombs. You don't know if he's changing levels into a single leg. It's insane cardio.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a video, man. Talking about this guy named The Machine.
Sounds stupid.
Okay, boys and girls, it's that time again. Let's get serious. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how dangerous is Merab Dvalishvili. Before we start, this video is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple. You go to the App Store, you pick more or less on your favorite players in the NBA, NHL, UFC for a chance to win 100 times your money. It's available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. If you're a new user, use code TIMBO when you sign up. Place a $5 lineup and you'll get $50 instantly, no strings attached. It's NBA playoffs. So if you think you know sports, it's the place to do it. That's Prize Picks, code TIMBO. Enjoy the show. Okay, in his last fight, he took on Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov, who's now 18-1, but at the time, 18-0. Khabib's cousin. Umar, one of the scariest dudes in the division. Tall, lanky, obviously a good wrestler from Dagestan, but real springy on his feet, more of a striker. He would consider himself a striker, I do believe. He's got some whippy karate style kicks. He's got a Russian style boxing, and he's a big bantamweight. He was on a fat win streak. Okay, he's 18-0. His last fight, again, a decision against Corey Sandhagen, a very good back and forth fight. Taking on Merab Dvalishvili. 19 wins and 4 losses. He's 34 years old. He's 5'6", and I tell you what, this dude's a problem. This dude is a problem. When you look at his last fights and his resume right now, it's hard to debate. It's hard to debate. Yeah, you can talk about Dominic Cruz. You can talk about TJ Dillashaw, the Brazilian guy. I forgot the Brazilian guy's name. 135er who's untouchable, but still, no one with this. No one with this. He beat in a row Marlon Moraes, Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean, and Umar. I mean, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. He's on a serious win streak, and he is the champion for a reason. He took on Umar January 18th, 2025. Now, it seemed like he didn't want that fight super early, but he said, you know what, I'm doing it. Everyone said, I'm ducking Umar, I'm taking the fight. So he took the fight, and this is how it played out. Let's do a little bit of film study for fun. All right, here we go. Merab versus Umar. We were cage side for this bout. So when you're cage side for the bouts, you don't really get to see that. You get to see one angle. You get to see one angle. Sometimes there's flurries, there's punches, there's things that happen right in front of a pole. Sometimes there's all this stuff going on. So it's hard to focus in on a fight. So I tell you what, the best seat in the house is at your guys' house. Here we go. Orthodox. Look at Merab. He changes levels. He looks at the ground, gets you thinking about his takedown. He was about 4 or 5 feet away. He just does it to get you thinking. Umar in a tall southpaw stance, springy on the balls of his feet, ready to spring forward, ready to spring backwards. And Merab's springy too. That's the thing about Merab. He can spring like this and bounce around in an explosive stance for 25 minutes. Constantly moving. You got to be careful because Merab, when he shoots, he doesn't just shoot and kind of hope. He penetrates and he runs through you. This guy. You don't know if he's changing levels, throwing some bombs. You don't know if he's changing levels, throwing a left hook, right hook. You don't know if he's changing levels into a single leg or a double leg. You don't know what he's doing. Feeling each other out. 3 minutes, 40 seconds here. Left in round 1. 1-2 down the pipe. Merab slipped out of the way. Just launches in the right hand. You guys see how fast he comes forward. He just explodes forward, and people aren't really used to that. I mean, they don't expect that. Umar throwing some good shots. Merab steps in. Umar shoots a high crotch. So Umar shoots a head outside high crotch, and right away, look at Merab's reactions. Really good. Stuff in the head, blocking the bicep, giving a couple juicers to the body, but keeping the head away from him, keeping Umar's shoulder detached from his thigh. Trying to slip the shoulder, and it's hard for Umar to finish anything when his head's that far away. Runs the pipe. Merab kind of turns away, limp legs out, and defends the takedown. Good defense there by Merab. And not just only defending, damaging him, punching him also. Looks good on the judges' scorecards. Stuffed shot. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. So Umar shoots again. Merab times the underhook good. Circles him off. Knees him to the gut. Circles off the fence nicely. And punches on the break. Feeling each other out. Again, feeling each other out. They don't know how fast the other person is. They don't know how hard the other person hits. They don't know how strong their grips are in wrestling. You kind of feel that in the first exchanges a little bit. Umar stepping in with some nice 1-2s. Super close round. Umar walks forward, clips him on the beak, clips him on the chin with a little right hand there. Round 1. Not really much happened. Okay, round 2, here we go. Umar with that Russian style boxing. Their backhand real tight, elbow in, tall. They're just playing with their lead hand. Here. So kind of Umar came forward. Merab drops into a high crotch. And Umar does a good job. He's got an arm in guillotine here, and he's got his head covered. I mean, obviously, it's important in the guillotines that you don't flop back to your back and just like try to crank their neck. Look how good Umar does. He keeps his chest covered on the back of Merab's head. He's not letting the back of Merab's head pop out. So it looks like he might have a good bite on the guillotine. And Merab kind of feels the resistance a little bit, bails on the high crotch. And Umar circles around, and right away, Merab pops up, fights hands. Elbows inside, does a good job fighting hands, good balance. And Umar gets a sneaky little trip here. A sneaky little mat return. So watch. How does Umar do this? So he takes his right foot, and he kicks. Look at that. That's nice. Doesn't even have his hands clasped yet. Merab has his hands separated. And Umar gives him a little kick right to his Achilles. Boom, a little kick. Merab loses his balance. Umar builds up, doesn't hang out on his hips. See that when they get to the mat return? Mat returns him, and Umar's on his hips just like this. And this is a dangerous position. You can't hang out here long, or Merab's going to hit a switch. He's going to get his head higher. He's going to start turning it into you. Apologize, those are my dogs. Son, pipe down. 1 second. Zero respect for their father when their father's doing videos. God. So now he's behind his armpits. He's looking for a hook. Now he moves up to a seat belt. He's got one hook. Not even quite a seatbelt. He's under the armpit. God, I apologize, you guys. That's my kids. Kids! Beetle! Eckert! God. Zero respect for their father. Merab's still got his hands separated. He's making sure Umar doesn't lock his hands. Oh, Jesus. 1 second. Ah! All right, we're back. And Merab does a good job of getting higher, getting his head higher, getting his body higher than Umar, keeping his hands separated. He pops up, back to fighting the hands, peeling the grip apart, pulls his right arm back, and gets an escape. No real damage done. No real damage done by Umar. He did take him back. He didn't really put him in any danger, though. He didn't damage him. But in Merab's mind, he's probably wanting to get that back. Teep kick to the lips there. Tasted it, but Merab had good eyes. He moved back. Tasted down on the lips a little bit there. Steps in, throws a couple shots. Merab back on the pressure. Umar takes a good shot. Look how good Merab does at just kind of down blocking, and not just down blocking, staying high. He down blocks, he almost head blocks, and he gets his hips way back. Boom. Well, he's kind of stepping in, so it's kind of an accident here. But a good sprawl, good reaction. Doesn't even let Umar touch his legs. Merab back on the pressure, and I don't know where Umar hurt his hand. They said he hurt his hand, but I'm not sure where. Whipping kicks. Merab's getting way more confident on his feet too. He throws hard shots. You got to respect him on the feet. So he throws a right hand into a double leg, nice double leg, and look at the reaction by Umar. Good reaction by Umar there. Good wizard, gets that right hand in front of him and really wrestles hard. Still, Merab gets him where he wants, though. He still defended the shot, but Merab's on him, pinned him on the fence. Not a ton of damage. Merab gets head position. Umar circles him to the back, to the fence. They kind of go back and forth with this. Tied up. Looks like Umar has his gloves. Okay, Umar has inside his gloves, it looks like. And they separate. So I guarantee you Merab's confidence is building after the second round. He felt the strength of Umar. He kind of got cracked a couple times and didn't feel threatened by Umar's power. So they're stepping in, swinging some heaters. Swinging some fucking heaters with the 4-ouncers. Merab pressuring, over-unders, making it ugly. Okay, round 2. I mean, that's another hard round to score. You never know. You never know. Look at Umar. He's kind of huffing and puffing. He's got a kind of worried face on his face. And Merab standing, not even sitting down, standing, talking to his coach, not even really catching his breath. He's having a conversation. I mean, the dude is a machine. He really is. Here we go, round 3. Still the same spring. He hasn't slowed down one bit. Feeling each other out here. Merab stalking him backwards. Real kind of twitchy, not like a rhythm, not a rhythmy striker. Big right hand. Looks for the double leg, and Umar forces it to a single leg here. This is nice. Looks for the double leg. Umar's got a great reaction. Kind of beats him to the left underhook, forces it to a single leg head inside. Merab brings his head back outside, and now Umar looks to sit the corner here. Gets his head outside, sits the corner, kind of slips the shoulder off of him. Keeps the underhook. Merab stays sticky and relentless on it, and then Umar cuts his right arm back. Right here where that was an important spot. Merab could have driven into him and got his waist, which was one of his best spots. But watch Umar's right arm right here. His right arm cuts back. That saves him. Cuts back. He's able to build up. Merab swings a heater and then misses. Umar's back up to the feet. You gotta watch out for Merab too. He'll kick your sticks. You gotta watch out for those kicks too. You can tell he's got dense, hard bones. Merab's springing around. They're kind of going tit for tat here. Looking for some explosions. Sitting in the pocket. And Merab can kind of tell. He can tell. I mean, you can see on his face that he's fatiguing. So he goes right hand into a single leg this time. Umar, beautiful whizzer. Beautiful whizzer. And then Merab bails on the shot.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a video, man. Talking about this guy named The Machine.
Sounds stupid.
Machine fighter. Still springy, still springy. Merab can kind of sense he's tired a little bit, so his confidence is getting a little bit higher. Sorry about that. My family in the back, it's a real dysfunctional family. Merab throws he goes into high crotch. Head outside, high crotch, just like this. Umar looks to slip the shoulder and he runs the pipe really hard. Just drives his shoulder on the top of his thigh. Makes Umar hit his butt. Umar doesn't accept the takedown and pops right back up. Merab didn't even really try to cover him. He just made him hit his butt, pointed at him. Loads up. That was nice. This is what he does really well. He throws these big right hands. You don't know if he's coming forward to throw a right hand or he's coming for a double leg. Umar gets a good bite on it. Look, he's got a whizzer and he's got a down block. And Merab runs right through him. Lands on his butt. Umar does a good job lifting some butterflies. Gets up, neutral, and he goes in for a reshot. Kind of smiling at the judges here. Nothing going on. I don't know what the judges think here when this kind of stuff goes on. And you can see Merab's corner saying, go, go, push forward, 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 forward. They can tell Umar's getting a little bit puckered out there, trying to force him into scrambles. So here, Umar falls into a high crotch, builds up to his feet, and Merab does the right defense, keeps his balance, and Umar sneaks around to the back. He's looking for a mat return, and Merab's just staying to his feet. Staying to his feet. Gets a mat return. Merab hops up, starts fighting the grip, talking to the crowd, sticking his tongue out. Another close round. They say Merab outstruck him that round. Again, though, after round 3, look at Merab's up on his feet, talking to his coach, Habib's just yelling at Umar big time. You gotta fucking do something. Fourth round, Merab's still springing around. Changing levels. You don't know if he's throwing a bomb or a right hand. Here we go. Oop, changes levels. Goes into the double leg. And look at, Umar does a good job slipping the shoulder, turning the corner a little bit. Getting his shoulder off his thigh. And look at Umar reaching for his hamstring like he's going for a reshot almost. Limp legs out, no shoes. And he slips out of it. Exchanging some jabs. Oof, again, you never know. That's what's so. I mean, when you're a good wrestler, an explosive wrestler, those level changes, you got to respect those level changes. You don't know if they're gonna. You can down block, you can whizzer, you can do all that, but if they come up with some hard shots, then your hands got to come back up. Then they're back into their takedown. Merab's really good at that. Back in the high crotch, runs the pipe, makes him sit to his butt, pops up, and Umar wrestles up to a single right away. Doesn't accept it. Good job by Umar, but again, that's forcing him to work, forcing him to into these wrestling exchanges. Again, shoots again, double leg. Fourth round. Again, Umar sits the corner, goes his hamstring. It looks like he's got a cradle. And then Merab rips his right arm back. Starts figure four on his leg. Umar's trying to go 2-on-1. Merab goes to a front headlock. Again, not a lot happened there, but again, it's forcing Umar to wrestle, forcing Umar to create scrambles. Just tiring, and the machine likes this shit. It's insane cardio. The cardio will go all day with this guy. It's crazy. Still stalking, in your grill, in your face, round 4. Coaches are yelling for it too. They see Umar fading. Stepping in, exchanging blows. Umar's got that really good question mark lead kick he throws. Okay, so here we go. Let's see this exchange. Merab shoots head outside, high crotch, southpaw, but then look right away. Umar slips the shoulder off, starts going to the hamstring. Almost like he's into a reshot. Now he's into a reshot. But he's puckered. He's puckered out. Hard for him to finish. Scrapping, forward. Merab's coming forward, trying to break him. That's his biggest weapon. Steps in. Umar goes to a high crotch. Merab defends, tries to punch off, and he can see Umar gasping. Umar's kind of wearing it a little bit. You can see it. Body shot. Umar goes into a single. Merab stuffs it, and this is where the judges are like, okay, Umar's clearly tired, trying to get a takedown, and he's failing on the takedowns. So this one's Merab's kind of taking it away in the fourth here. Shoots into a double leg. Trying to lock his hands. Gets a finish. 30 seconds left. Umar pops up. 13 seconds left. Merab's just got this far waist, and just juicing him with the other hand. Wearing him out. Round 4. So this is where he kind of starts taking off with it. Merab coming out there, same energy. Round 5. Beautiful, good timing on the double. Drives him back to the fence. Slipping the shoulder. Right in, high crotch. He has good shots both ways. He shoots really good on southpaws, and he shoots really good on orthodox guys. You see it on Jose Aldo. You see it on Peter Yan. He takes good shots no matter what stance they are. Big right hand into the double. They're just trying to pressure him. They're trying to force Umar for wrestling scrambles. They know that in training he does all these rounds. He has this crazy cardio. Now Merab gets the body lock where he's very strong. Umar's got a good strong whizzer here, keeping his balance. Ends up defending the shot, but still you're jacking people up. Zaps your energy. Rest of the round goes high crotch again. Umar slips a shoulder. Doesn't let him finish the takedown. Good defense there by Umar. Late in the 5th. He's showing his heart. Merab's still shooting. He defends it. Lands a clean little juicer there to the left, the lips. Now Umar's orthodox. Back into southpaw. Head inside single. Goes limp leg out. It's a good tactical fight. Runs the pipe. And these kind of things, too. These look good to the judges. Grabs his leg. Throws him down. Doesn't even cover him. Just points at him like, what? Just shows it to the judges. I'm taking over here. Double leg. And Umar really commits to the whizzer hard. Gets beat. Merab gets a takedown at the end of the match, and that was a great fight. I mean, that was a great tactical fight. Two high-level dudes. Yeah, Merab's a problem. Merab is a problem. So, next up, we got the Suga Show. We're taking him on UFC 316. It's going down. Let's see if we can take him out. Let's see if we can take out the machine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the video, and let me know. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.